well, maybe you use Post My Party, and I don't use Post My Party,
Yeah, I
but
use Post My Party.
that's probably what it is. I was thinking about setting up a group that is specifically for that, and then I could just copy and paste it or whatever, because I use Facebook Scheduler.
That's all I've been
do
using
that too.
lately. I use Facebook Scheduler.
Yeah.
I have a Post My Party, but I've been scared to use it since I got locked out so bad last November. So what I've been doing is I have just a Google Doc, and I have my text in the image in the doc. So I just go in the time. So I just go through copy, schedule, copy, schedule, copy it, and schedule it. And for the pre-launches, there's so few posts that it really only takes me 15-20 minutes to get the whole group set up. It's like 2 days.
Okay.
At least for mine have been like, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm like, all right, I have tomorrow or Thursday, which one do you want? And like they're picking an early date. Liz is booked way out, so for you probably.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Let me see.
Don't know how close you can see, but it is like packed. And we just booked a cabin for the last week of the month. So.
Wait, you're taking a vacation on the last week of this month? Is that not the week to go on vacation?
But that's the week that it's really cheap to go on vacation. Like Rob just came upstairs and was like, we can get a cabin for $500 for the entire week.
Okay. I might have to talk to Rob and just let him know, like, if there's a chance that I can help your wife, like, pay for your siding this month, are you going to let her work?
Yeah, we're going to try to work it out because I have 2 parties on the 30th and I really don't want to reschedule them. Like one of them, this girl she probably buys a bundle a week. No lie, a bundle a week. And I finally convinced her to host a party.
I hope it doesn't flop.
I don't want to.
Right.
That one. Yeah, that'll be my luck. She'll flop.
Right. I keep forgetting. I have to approve people because I don't remember to change that setting now. So Liz, did you share stuff on the swag bags?
So a couple people had reached out to me and wanted to see like what I was doing, so I just added them into one of the groups that I did.
Oh, that's why there's so much stuff.
And then as I'm removing myself from the groups because it's like the pre-launch to the launch to the VIP, I'm pulling out everyone that I added in out.
Okay.
Yeah. You can take me out of that group. I mean, I read everything that you did.
I need to back out.
I still have a little bit of cleaning up to do on a few of the parties because it's just been so many lately that I'm just like, did I talk to you about this?
Awesome. Well, Liz, you're the pro. So if you want to just talk about what you've been doing, I am recording this now. Or if you have nothing in front of you, I just got done doing one, so I have everything in front of me.
Oh, where is it here? Yeah, so what I've been doing is I've been offering pre-launches to my personal recruits as well as my downlines. Because I don't really expect anyone in my downline to like actually buy in bulk. Like the individual price for this is really, really cheap, but buying in bulk adds it all up. I think my first order was over $60. And not everyone has $60. And my team leader my team leader, she's like barely even working her business. So everyone else is pretty much senior stylists at this point. And I don't expect them to do that. But I've been telling my downline, I have 2 girls right now who have each brought in 2 or 3 in the past 3 weeks. And we've done the pre-launch for them and they've been really good. So when the new girl is active, so it's just like hostess coaching, when she's active and invites people and is interactive, I am literally selling out of swag bags in 2 or 3 minutes. No lie, 2 to 3 minutes. And I even oversold a party once by accident. Like tonight's, she's sweet, but she had like 4 people in the group and her mom was the only one who bought. But she didn't do anything. Like she legitimately didn't do anything. She didn't like a single post. She didn't comment even though I asked her to. She didn't get people into the party until like 5 o'clock tonight. So that was a little tough. But basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a group. So the group is going to be the pre-launch And then the next day I'm going to flip it to their launch party, and we're going to launch like somewhere between 3 and 5 days later. And then that group becomes their VIP group. So one of the girls last week, probably my most successful, Brittany, she has 71 people in her VIP group already now, because she had 50 at pre-launch, somewhere between 20 more between like pre-launch and now, and it's her VIP group. And she's doing amazing. She's done like $1,000, close to $1,000 in TV in a week.
And she's the one that joined like June like 28th or something, right? Like right at the end of the month.
She joined in July.
Oh, July. Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe June. I don't even know.
I thought she was one of the ones that Beth got COE on.
No, yes. So I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Melissa. I've got two that are really, really good. That both of them are doing awesome. Yeah. So Brittany is she joined the end of June.
And Brittany already hit Jumpstart 1. Like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So the pre-launches are good. It's really motivating everyone to really work. And I've been kind of creating a little bit of FOMO with the bags. So I am only offering them up to $150 rate. So I'm explaining everything. So I'm like not sugar. I'm not saying, like I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I'm saying, Susie wants to join, but not everybody wants to spend the $150 or so it costs to join. And I respect that. They might have the money, but not want to use it. So this is kind of like a fundraiser. We're going to pre-sell what comes in her kit, and we're going to put it in this cute little swag bag. But we can only raise up to $150. So if you can't comment fast enough and claim your swag bag, you're out. Like there's no more. Once we hit the $150 mark, that is it. And I make it clear. I'm
going to jump in there too. And also the kit comes with 13 strips, because apparently that's 13. Comes with 13 strips. I was thinking 10 and 3.
I know what you meant.
That's where my mind is at. So it only comes with 13 strips, but 3 of them, I don't remember exactly what they are, but it's like pedicures and petites.
1 pedicure and 2 petite, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So really there's only 10 strips. So we say like we hit that 10 strips, we're done. There's nothing more to go. So like the one I did tonight, we oversold. We got all 10 strips done, and we give them the chance to, it's one strip and the whole bag is $15. Or for tonight only, you can add a second set for $10. 1 bag, 1 swag, 2 strips, $25. And we talk about how you can't get 2 strips on the website with shipping and tax for $25, but you're going to get that tonight plus all the goodies. So a lot of people, I'd say 75% of them really will say, I'll take 2 strips. So we're actually selling less bags, but getting more money. So my girl tonight, we hit those 10 strips, and I put on the post, sold out, and I messaged her and I said, we just sold out of your kit. Like it's $130 because everyone upgraded. And I said, if you want, I will front more strips and you'll send me back your petites. And she goes, let's keep going. And so we kept going. And as it turns out, because she's such a great customer, she has so many strips at home already. She's like, don't bother sending me extras. I've got it covered. So she got $155. So the extra is going to help to cover the shipping cost. But that was it. You put sold out on there, and then turns into a sponsoring seed in the event, because we just said it's been 20 minutes and she sold out of everything. That was awesome. If you missed your chance, don't worry, because once we get her officially enrolled, we're going to get her Color Street website up and running, and we're going to be back for a launch party in a few days, and you can get your strips then. So that's where it's like, it's expected. The expectation is that we're doing this pre-sale, and then we get everyone up and excited, and the potential future stylist is like, I can't believe I just sold that fast. I did not expect that to happen. So she's feeling the success. She's feeling excited and motivated. I just sold out of my kit in 20 minutes. I got to add more people in here because now I'm going to sell out everything else. So before she even has her kit, she's so excited, and we just instantly go right into that launch party and then get her Shopee link up, and then just we get the post scheduled. and get her, through the checklist and then however you onboard your stylist. So that's where the motivation is up, and that's where they're hitting their jump starts, and they're hitting all of those goals so fast because it's continuous momentum. And with us, kind of paving the way, if we're collecting the money, I can say, hey, Jesse, so glad that you joined us tonight to support your friends. I have to ask you this though, because I use Liz's line now, because A, I'm not a mind reader, and B, I don't want to assume anything, but what do you think about being one of Bobby Joe's first parties to help her get her feet wet? And so I'm asking and getting her bookings for her. So that's taking so much pressure and instant success. Now, it's up to Bobby Joe to follow through after that, but it's momentum is going.
Yeah, my new girls they've been amazing. It's been nonstop, like questions and messages, inboxes. And I've never like had that from, the new stylists before. Like, they are motivated. Like Sarah said, they are just feeling the excitement and the motivation, and they are driven. And they're asking good questions. And I think this also shows, like, oh, hey, if I have a friend who's interested or a customer, let me hook them up with Liz, because we've already established such a great relationship. That is just, it makes it so much easier, because I've never, like, there's some people in my downline that I've never even really spoke to, because like I've reached out, checked in with them, but it's just been like, yeah, I'm fine, I don't need help. But now, because of this, I'm building relationships with others in my downline, and it's been really cool.
Hey Liz, you said you're helping the girls in your downline launch their new girls too.
Mm-hmm.
So are you purchasing all of it and doing all of that too? So all of that's coming out of your pocket also?
No, but it's a write-off. At the
Right.
end of the day, it's a write-off. And I'm actually trying to schedule a Zoom with my like up and coming leaders for next week to kind of give them the expectation, like, hey, once you hit team leader, you need to take on this responsibility as a leader. It's a small out-of-pocket cost, and you're going to earn that back in commissions. But like, I can't do this. I have not had a night off of Color Street in over 2 weeks, like legitimately. And I'm doing 2 parties a night, sometimes 3. This is pre-launch, launch, and personal parties.
It's great.
Yep. So the logistics, if you're on Amazon, they have these bags. So these are, the first ones that I bought are just, they're solid colors, but I saw that they also have multicolored ones. So I just reordered multicolored ones. So the multicolored bags were a 40 pack, which if you sell 10 bags a party, that's 4 parties. But honestly, I'm selling like maybe 5 to 7 a party, because everyone's getting doubles. So you can probably get 5 to 6 pre-launches out of it. And the bag, that order of 40 was just under $20. So it's about 50 cents a bag. And then looking for my,
what are you looking for?
sticks.
Oh, I've got them. I got one right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have them in the bag.
In the bag.
They're in the bag. It was like, what, like 100 or 200 inside the bag?
100.
100. And those came out to like 10 cents a piece.
If that. Cheap.
Yep.
Cheap.
And then it was suggested to get these glass nail files, but it makes it harder to ship them. But even then, these came out to somewhere between 20 and 50 cents a piece, I think. So like it was like $1 to $1.50 out of pocket expense for the swag. And then everything else that comes in it, you could do it totally out of the kit. I mean, they get a nail strip.
Can I ask real quick? She was showing just the manila envelope, and she was putting the glass nail file in the manila envelope and mailing it that way.
You can't.
I wouldn't think that would work. You have to use a bubble mailer, right?
She said she was wrapping it in paper, but still, I don't think that would work. Even bubble
If you're using a bubble mailer, it's going to be like $2.74 at the cheapest to mail, not $1.20.
Yeah, nope. Liz and I both have gone to a couple different post offices and we brought them, and it's the thickness. Even mine without the nail file, he was feeling it, and he's like, yeah, no, really, like I can put it through for the $1.20, but it's gonna get ripped up, and chances are they're gonna kick it back to you, and it's gonna shred the bag open. So,
are you doing him as packages then?
Well, the first one, The first one, I took the cost because I was worried that they were concerned about not having the money. So how are they gonna drop? Because if you ship each one for $270 to $310 on Pirate Ship PayPal, how are they gonna front that $20? So I took the cost on the first one. I mailed everything out myself. What I did tonight was I told her, I said, I am going to get everything all packaged up. The bags are going to be good. The bags are going in the manila envelope with her girl's name on it, and then every bag is going in one mailer to the new stylist. And then that way, if it's her local girls, she doesn't even have to ship them. She just hands them right out.
I have one girl who's actually going to take a day and just drive from house to house because everyone is within 30 minutes, and she's going to go house to house and hand deliver and say thank you.
Yep.
And for the shipping.
3 or 4 of them get shipped, then it's on them. So that's what we're going to do now.
Yeah. So I guess if we're handing off the shipping cost to the new stylist, you could do the glass nail file because it has to go through as a package anyway at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I made graphics for both just the nail polish remover pads and the nail file, but I've been using the nail file for my personal VIPs and hostesses. So
I can actually share I have my graphics open. So let me share my screen if y'all want to see it. All right. So I wanted to try and make them bigger so you could see it, but can you guys see it okay?
Yep.
So when it comes time to post the time to shop, I put up a quad post. Actually, I can probably where's my Facebook page? Y'all gonna visit my screen. This was mine tonight. So like I have a cover image. It's got an example of the bag on there. And then this quad post is the post that goes up for them to shop. So it's mystery swag bag, time to shop. Each bag can only be claimed once. Comment mine and the number bag you want. First to comment gets the bag. Each bag is $15 flat, no tax or shipping. And then there's the numbers. This is from tonight, so they sold out. So I put a sold out on there. But those are some of the images that I made. And then Liz made some too. That's just a pop in Canva, very generic image that's more like this one.
yeah, mine is just a comment. So they don't claim a number. They just comment like I'm in.
Yeah. Yep. So the version that I made, they could actually pick what color bag they want. The version that Liz made, it's just totally random. I think I made it more complicated when I made my images. But yeah, those, and then I'm giving my hostess some of these example images as well. So when they're inviting their people, they can send them a sample of this is what comes in the bag. I don't know if I have just more.
I love that.
Yeah, these are some that came from Lauren. So Lauren does earrings in her bag as extras.
Okay.
So you've got them getting the swag bag for 15, you try to do the upsell for the second set for 10.
Yep.
You then try to have them do a, I guess I can show my face. Do you then try to get them to do a buy 3, get 1 on top of that? Or do you leave that so just leave it at the 2, and then as she's asking them to host or join after? Okay.
Yep.
Because at this point, they're not officially enrolled, so we can't really do a buy 3, get 1.
Yep. So there is a, Glenn has come to, he hasn't come to me personally, but he's come to some of the different stylists that we know that are doing this exact format, and saying that we do need to be careful because they have not signed the contract agreement yet. So therefore they cannot represent Color Street. So we need to make sure that we are keeping this, we're not saying you can join for free. People are saying join for free because it's not free. They're buying their kits. But we're pre-selling the items in the kit. So Glenn says, make sure that we're very clear that it's a hostess flip situation. I am the stylist. I am selling these bags, and the bags are $15 or 2 for $25. And then we have $150 or 10 strips. All the items come in the kit. Taya did such an amazing job tonight. She's going to enroll as a stylist. Here's the $150 that you earned. You enroll, take the items from your kit that you sold. So it's got to be a clear flip. So just make sure that it's not joined for free. Debt-free business, like start a business debt-free. I think that's been okay, but it's still kind of gray. So make sure that it's in a private, like nothing. You guys all know this, but if you're helping your downlines do it, they might not know. Nothing on a public space.
And I'm telling my stylists or my new people right off the bat too, that if for some reason they do not raise the $150, they are responsible for filling the gap.
Mm-hmm.
And so like right now tonight, the girl who I did the pre-launch for, she only had one swag bag sold at $25. And so until I know for certain that she is joining, I am holding on to that money. And if for some reason she changes her mind, because I don't know about this girl, I'm just going to send her person like 2 nail strips for mine. I'm still going to honor the swag bag. Yep. And then, just give the really good customer service and check in with her, invite her to my VIP group, and then try to get her to be one of my customers if for some reason this girl doesn't launch.
Can you guys tell me how you do the money stuff with the swag bags? How are you invoicing these people and then transferring the money to your new stylist, or what are you guys doing?
So I'm offering PayPal or Venmo. So I just ask, when I message them, I say, like, hey, Susie, thank you so much for coming out and supporting Melissa tonight at her pre-launch party. I have you down for a swag bag. If they didn't indicate that they wanted a second, I'll say, hey, do you want to add on a second mystery set for $10 more to really show your support? And they almost always say yes. And then I say, okay, great. What's your preference, PayPal or Venmo? Then I get their information, I send the request, and I say, okay, thank you so much. Can I please have your shipping address so we can get this in the mail? So then once I get all of the money, and pretty much for these pre-launches, everyone is paying immediately. So I'm able to transfer that money the same night or first thing the next morning. Because again, the girl I did tonight, her launch party is Thursday. So I want to make sure that she has the money to enroll tomorrow.
Yeah, so invoice and it takes out some fees. Are you just sending whatever you actually get?
I've been asking them to choose friends and family.
Okay. I've recently I've started asking my people, how do you like to pay? And almost everyone is on Venmo now. So I officially have a Venmo. I'm figuring it out because there's no fees. Which is funny because I read Venmo is actually part of PayPal. And then Facebook Pay is also part of PayPal, but there's no fees. So I've been saying I can do Facebook Pay, I can do Venmo, or I can do PayPal. And if everyone chose an invoice and all the fees were taken out, then I would probably keep those fees. Like instead of giving $150, I might give $145 and just explain that there was fees taken out. Because I'm telling the customers 100% of the money that you pay is going to purchase this kit. And so I've only had one person actually ask for an invoice. And it was like a 47-cent fee. So I just, whatever, it's just going to get written out of my deductions anyway. But my girl tonight, I have a good relationship with her. She's been a customer for 2.5 years. And she runs a business on the side. So I just asked her, because these were all her people. I said, hey, do you want me to collect all the money and transfer it over to you? She goes, well, can I just have them all Venmo me? And I said, sure. So it's on her, and we'll see what happens. And I figure if we take the money and then we give it to them and they don't sign up. Well, we're not mailing these out until they do. And then if they took the money and run, that makes them look pretty shitty. So if I had to have a conversation with the customers, be like, I'm sorry, but she stole your bag. I don't have it anymore. Then I can't imagine that actually happening, but I'm sure that there are people out there that would try to do something. So I guess keep that in mind.
Are you advertising the extra $10 set or only in private messages after they've claimed one bag?
Advertising.
It's in my post
Mhm.
and in the personal message.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. A lot of people are commenting, I want a bag, 2 strips. And if they just say, I want a bag, then when I have that conversation, I'll say, great, I'm so excited for you. Did you want 1 for 15 or 2 for 25?
Do you think if you would have like a lot of people in one of these parties, you would still offer the $10 or not, just so more people would have the chance to grab one? Or have you run into that problem?
I try to keep the initial group to about 15.
Okay.
And I tell her, like, we're pre-launching your business. So these are going to be the people that are going to support you before you're even official. So we're going to keep it to your besties. So like 10 to 15. And then in the same conversation, I say, after we get through your pre-sale, this is going to be your launch party. And then we're going to open it up. So you're going to go back in and invite another 30 more.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm telling them just to really pretty much invite everyone, like whoever accepts an invite gets in. And I've actually had 2 parties where we sold out within 2 minutes and people are like, I want a swag bag. And I received messages for days after, like, can I get a swag bag? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, swag bags were sold out. I made it clear that there was a limited number, but she's launching, she's having her launch party in 2 days. So you can definitely, get an order then and you get to pick your nail strips. Plus, if you do an early bird, you're going to get the extra nails and 5 extra bonus points. So I'm really just flipping it and getting them excited for the launch party. So that way they show up and order and help out my new stylist.
I like that idea because now you're getting $40 PV orders.
Yeah.
Yep. So I know some of you came on late, but there was a question or there's concerns about, you do the pre-sale, are they still launching? And how are the launches and the sales going? And so far we have seen those that are really motivated. They're getting their people into the group. They're very coachable. They're doing whatever Liz tells them to do. And I've only done 2, so they've done whatever I told them to do. They're selling out really quick. And then we're instantly going right into launch party mode. We sold out, go get more people invited. I've even done, to the people while I'm having these messages with them collecting their money, hey, if you think that you've got 2 friends that would be interested, why don't you add them in and we can get your friend going even stronger. So we're getting right away more people into the group. So the launch party happens 3 to 5 days after the pre-sale. And so far they're BQing and beyond.
So no problem BQing at all.
When they do what they're supposed to do,
Okay.
they BQ.
Yeah.
When they don't, like when they literally don't give you their party link until 30 minutes before their launch party, they're not, it's just like anything else. Like if they are motivated, if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're BQing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They don't. I mean, it's just how it goes. It's like you can enroll an amazing stylist without a pre-launch, or you can enroll a crappy stylist with a pre-launch. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that rule kind of follows, but there is momentum and excitement and instant gratification, success feelings. When they have a successful pre-launch and they sell out in 20 minutes or 2 minutes, they're on a high. So they tend to want to repeat that feeling. So they're more motivated to do what you tell them to do.
Okay.
Are you guys doing, for invites, are you doing like just from the group invite, or are you guys messaging?
We probably do different things. Do you want to talk about what you do?
I am having them first do a message, and based on the number of people in the group, then I might suggest, use the invite button and then send a message afterwards. It honestly depends. If there's at least 20 people in the group, we're good. Like, I'm not going to have them hit that invite button until we try to launch. I always encourage the personal message, but like my girl, like tonight, again, she only had a half a dozen people in her group. And it was me, my business page, and her sponsor, and her. So there was like 2 people, like legitimately 2 people at dinner time in her group. So I took a screenshot. I said, click this button and add in some of your closest friends. And she did. And they're there. So now we're up to like 4 other people.
Taya, I just want to let you know that I finally noticed that you were talking in the chat. We'll make sure we share all the links with you. So I started doing things differently. I think there's so much chatter going on in the Tub group, but I was talking how when Facebook changes something on me, I tend to hone in on that and see what is Facebook changing and why do I think they're changing it. So I am testing out the invite buttons. And what I'm finding is that you make your host an admin of the group. They can click invite, and then it pops up this beautiful screen, just like the events used to, and you can share in a message, and then you can type your message, click, 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 and it sends a message to each person with the group link. So I started coaching my hostesses to do that to 5 to 10 people, and then go back and just hit the invite for the others. That's only been in the last really 4 weeks. And so far it seems to be working well. I have noticed that there are people hanging in that purgatory limbo area. So that's when they need to go back and see who's waiting and message them. But I think Facebook put that option in there now because they want us to be able to invite people and they want to make it easier. So I love that it just automatically puts the link right there so it's easier. And I made graphics. I'll share the graphics in the chat too, so you can see them. They're really personalized to me, but I don't care if you save them and like white out my face. But I started trying to do more hostess coaching with images than words. Again, just trying things out.
And how's that going since you started doing that?
It's easier for me because I don't have to talk as much. And like I type a lot. I word vomit all the time. So I've got it down to all the words I want to say are in the image. So I just say, here's 3 easy steps to invite your friends to your party. Picture 1, picture 2, picture 3. And then I just copy and paste, here's a sample message that you can use. So they can see the message in the picture, and then I give them the text to copy and paste. And I haven't had a lot of parties recently because it just didn't work out that way. Everyone's buying in my VIP group. So it's only really been, like I said, last 4 weeks that my party count is coming back up. So I don't have enough feedback to really say that this is the game changer, but I'm happy using it because it feels a lot easier than sending them a video of me talking, which I don't think they watch, and long text. I don't think they read. Yeah.
It's a really good point.
Yeah. I got you, Liz. I could read your lips.
Too long, didn't read.
Yep. We've got 5 minutes left if you have more questions. I'm super excited about this. Liz has done so many, and her team is growing. So I know my next thing to do is to get my other leader legs to really start doing this, and to get their people going. So it's my plan, like Liz was doing, to all of my stylists and senior stylists to offer me to do the parties for them until they get to team leader, and then they're going to take over for their people.
Awesome.
No other questions?
You said you were going to share the graphics for your hostess coaching in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And okay. So, and then you're doing all of the launches for your downline.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they're a team leader or they have that leadership ability and they can take over it. Liz and I just want to make sure that the same message is going across everybody. And there's some people that they're amazing at sales, but they're not so amazing at sponsoring. So we wanted to give them the ability to reach their people. I think that's what taprooting is. I never looked up what taprooting was, but that's something about getting into the networks of other people. So like, you have a stylist that's got a great network and she probably has a lot of people that would be great at this business, but she has no clue how to reach them. We do it now.
Okay.
And I think the pre-launches and us doing the launches are really showing the customers that like, hey, we have leaders that are accessible and they're friendly and they're relatable. And why, I've been, I did one other company and I have friends in other companies and like, I'm just like, well, have you talked to your leader? Because they're coming to me for advice. And I'm like, well, haven't you talked to your sponsor? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know who it is. Or they don't respond to my messages. And it's just, it blows my mind. So I think this is really, it's good for them to see somebody else in the team as well, to be like, okay, this is really a team. If I join, I know I'm going to have the support. I know I'm going to have someone to go to with my questions who can hold my hand.
Wow. That's really important. Well, one of Kelly's downline, she messaged Becky and she sent me a message. She goes, Becky answered me back within 2 minutes. And I'm like, of course she did. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So it's a different culture.
For sure. And I am using the BAM guides, and when they sign up, like we have units that we walk them through, that we want them to do your Let's Get Started call, do your Strong Start call, make sure you got the new stylist training. This is gonna cut off real soon. And we're giving them the PDFs and saying, we have the images, we have this, we're gonna schedule it for you, but I want you to look at this to see that we're mirroring this. And like I changed some of the images. Liz pretty much, I think you're using a lot of the BAM images too, right? I think I've seen them.
I'm not about recreating the wheel. I don't have time to create images. I'm just grabbing what's available. It might not look pretty and flow, but guess what? People are commenting, they're having fun, they are interacting, and that's all that matters. A pretty image doesn't mean it's effective.
Absolutely. Could not agree more.
Are you guys doing Let's Get Started calls with everybody on your team, or how's?
I have a video and I hope they watch it. I don't have time.
Yeah, that's what I
All right.
I think I use your video.
Taya, I'm trying to click the link that you shared and it won't let me, so you might want to share that in the tub chat. But we are going to get kicked off now. So this did record. I'll eventually tomorrow get it onto YouTube for everyone who's going to have FOMO and wondering what the heck all those images are. But I'm going to go share those images into the tub chat. And it was so nice to see all your faces.
It's good to see you too.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
I appreciate it.
Liz too.
Thank
Bye.
you.